Kotoko, the player does not know the history of Kotoko.
That's what I'm saying.
They have no idea what the club is all about. Same with Hearts of Oak. You sign, they don't even know the history of the club because the club doesn't own their own facility for them to even have a tour of the facility to know the former players, former pictures. I walk into Old Trafford and I can see pictures of all their players, and they have scripts about every player who was outstanding, Van Persie, Wayne Rooney, David Beckham, all of them. So when you're signed, you go and watch these players. So you decide who you want to, what name you want to have for yourself and how you want to play.
Even jersey numbers.
As Chelsea,
jersey numbers also counts. You can't just walk to Manchester and go and pick number 7 jersey. No, there's a responsibility on that number. But over here, anybody just walks in, picks a jersey that he wants to use, then he's playing the season.
I mean, let me ask, what jersey number was Infum wearing? What jersey number was even Karim Zito wearing when he was at Kotoko? What jersey number was Reverend Sekofu wearing when he was at These are things for all of them. Heart of Folk, go back to the history. What jersey number was the person wearing? Why was he wearing this number? What was the history behind it? How has the jersey number evolved over time? How significant is it? And all those things. These are things that we must sell. But like I said, that is for a lot of football managers to deal with. But to sell the football of Kotoko and Hearts to the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas and whatever their names are, they don't know anything about Hearts and Kotoko.
Exactly.
And they don't care. They would not come to the stadium ordinarily to come and watch, but they would prefer to go and sit at pubs and watch Chelsea, Fluminense, and whatever. They will want to watch those games.
All right,
but they will not come and watch Hearts and Kotoko.
Exactly. So currently, pictures on your screens are now from the dressing room. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. There you have Hearts of Oak dressing room there already. Prepare the captain. We're going to be seeing some great football this afternoon.
And I think there's no names on the jerseys.
Yeah, because this was actually done by the.
No, you see, this is all things that Graham was just saying, because if I should see the name, I will know the player from now. How much will it cost for you to put the names there for the fans to know their players?
That's true.
You see, it's all part of the marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Because now everybody is wearing any number anyhow, and then we don't even know them. For now, if you tell me to give you Kotoko first 11, I cannot give you.
That's interesting.
It's not all of them that are even.
And this is a Kotoko legend speaking, and I think this is quite a serious issue we need to address going into the next season.
But again, it's also a worry for the commentators, because beyond the fact that there are new players who have come in,
you don't know their names.
You want to identify them by jersey numbers of course their names. I think we've gone a long way to have these things. We talked about it. It was changed. We don't have to lower the bar. Once you know that this is even if it's a ceremonial cap, one jersey that player is going to wear for House of Folk or Kotoko on the day with his name at the back, it's fine. Give it to the person. It will not
cost you anything.
But when we do these things, I think at the end of the day, we are still going back into the time where there was no numbers and names, and there was no names. And so, I mean, because I know sometimes they are even the camera guys, when they are there, you ask them, number 6, who's number 6? Now he's going to call the floor manager. Who is then the floor manager will go and ask the assistant coach, who is wearing number 6? This is all stress.
Where am I?
But anyway, guys, I think, going forward, let's just let viewers enjoy today. We need to have a broader stakeholder meetings and also discussion concerning even next season. Listen, for me, the headache is that you're seeing these beautiful pictures on your screens, the jerseys, everything, the pump and pageantry around the President's Cup and what have you. Will it be just a 9-day wonder or a flash in the pan? After this, are we going to see even our schools and the kids? Are we going to see our churches rep your jersey with Ghanaian clubs? What are we going to see? Can we start changing the narrative now by making sure that, as we stated, though this is being organized by BAWKU and they have to put up these jerseys and everything, I feel, again, they need to be pat on the shoulder for putting up such a great thing. They have done well with the part of trying to get people to throng the stadium to celebrate the Republic Day. But importantly, this is what we are saying. Really do we want to go back again, or we want to change the narrative? Because ordinarily, you would want to say that, okay, if it had to be even a ceremonial game in England, we don't want to be doing the comparison, but then we are forced to sometimes when these things come up. Again, you will not see a ceremonial cup being played and you enter the dressing room and there are no names on jerseys. And it's a worry because the kids who are watching live currently at home would want to say they can identify with the jersey number. Mommy, buy me this player's jersey because I saw it on screen. And that's the interesting part. And the whole issue has to do with the fact that the influx of these jerseys in our system where we don't have our own even for kids. And you get people, you approach them and you ask that, why don't we have a Hearts of Oak jersey for kids? Okay, there's somebody who comes and introduces something. Yesterday, it was quite an interesting conversation I had with somebody in Hearts of Oak. She said I shouldn't mention her name though. She said, we had a particular general manager who came. He changed a few things, and then after changing those things, well, he says the kids' jersey should be sold at the same price as the jersey for the, and so many things that really is not helping our league. But hey, let's enjoy today. When we do and have fun after, these clubs. So Coach Karim Zito waving us there, telling us what they have up their sleeves currently. The players trooping into their dressing room, getting ready for the game so far. So wherever you're watching us from, these are live pictures we're bringing you. Is the dressing room of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, former vice chairman or vice president of the Ghana Football Association, who just went by, Fred Papo there on your screen, and also organizers of the Ghana League Clubs Association, the camera station there to welcome Kumasi Asante Kotoko into their dressing room. So wherever you're watching us from, we're counting it down. Kickoff is just about beginning, and we gather that Shatawale will be performing pretty soon also, and then get to enjoy this game. It's our version of El Clasico, and we're bringing it to you live in your homes here on GH1 TV and on our Go TV, and the commentary is going to be obviously on our sister stations. It's going to be on Star 103.5 and on Kasapa. You're going to be hearing Winter and Otega on the commentary side here on Kasapa. So make sure you tune in to our radio channels also across the country. We're bringing you live commentary of this particular game. Eric, beautiful game. What do you remember when you see them entering the dressing room like this during your days?
Yeah, when it gets to this time, it's almost time for the show. So my concentration is more on how I start the game with, because in football, you have 15 minutes to organize yourself on the field of play. You don't just start. Abedipele used to advise us on that one, that at least 5-10 minutes, you should know what you're about on the pitch. Don't go and do something extra which you haven't planned for. There should be a plan towards the game. So that is what you have to have in mind. But when we get here, there's nothing like mobile phones or anything. It's all about you being meditating on the game and then to go and give in. Even if you can play just 10 minutes, play that 10 minutes well and leave that legacy there.
Exactly. Yeah. So you saw the phobia bird landing there. They call it. The phobia bird has also landed at Accra Sports Stadium. And then pictures of players of Accra Hearts of Oak getting into their dressing room also. I was expecting to see powder on their faces. Unfortunately, this time around.
Maybe it's in the dressing room.
Anyway, so yeah, these are live pictures from the Accra Sports Stadium where we're bringing you that game. Is the President's Cup, who will be lifting the 18th edition of the President's Cup this evening at the Accra Sports Stadium. Will it be Kumasi Asante Kotoko, who came all the way from Kumasi this morning to face their arch rivals, Accra Hearts of Oak? So pictures currently on screen has to do with players of Accra Hearts of Oak, getting into the dressing room. They're all feverishly poised for this particular action. Graham, if you're still there, what does this bring you? What memories do you get from such things?
Typical Hearts and Kotoko matches. Remember, it's always been the home. Accra Sports Stadium has been the home of Hearts of Oak, as compared to that of Kumasi also being the home of Kotoko. But this is where sometimes the argument starts in the tunnel. I remember when the match about starting, that is when the players even begin to fight in the tunnel. Yeah. Because everybody wants to have the bragging rights. That is where the concentration is. There are moments sometimes, depending on what happens, where they will tell you that there's some somebody went, smear some whatever at the dressing room, and there's so many things happening there. There's some incense being burnt there, and all those things. I'm not too sure if these things are still being done between these two clubs anytime they want to play. So we want to see some bit of professionalism. Is on the pitch that we see these things, and like I said, it's a ceremonial cup, so there wouldn't be a lot of competitiveness there because the season is about to start. A lot of Kotoko players want to be fixed to concentrate on the Confederations Cup. Other players who also want to be fixed, so the next season they may get the opportunity to play. Yesterday we saw Musiala pick up that grueling injury, out for 6 months. It means the season will start. He'll probably be in the cast there. So it's more like players would want to be cautious, but again they want to be competitive on the pitch to show their fans that they have the bragging rights. This season it's been Kotoko all through against Hearts of Oak, and now Hearts of Oak feel that listen. Yeah, you had your day at the season, but when it comes to this cup match, we want to show to you that we always love the cups, and so we want to see how it goes.
Exactly. So yeah, currently you have Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Kumapema Pimbeba. The lads are on the field now, warming up against all odds. They are currently in. Listen, they are poised for action. You see the likes of Mohamed Kamara, who obviously being imposed. In defense, we're going to be having Aziz Aruna-Dari, Samba O'Neill, Henry Ansu. We're going to be seeing the likes of Patrick Asiedu, Joseph Ablo, Lord Amwa, and a host of them there, all prepared for this particular action. Will it be the day that the story will be rewritten? Last year, I'm told that Hearts of Oak was mocking Kumasi Asante Kotoko because Asek Mimosa came all the way from Ivory Coast to defeat them, and so they are going to teach them how to play the President's Cup here at Accra Sports Stadium, Eric.
Those are some of the bragging rights that makes the game very, very good. Yeah, so I'm yet to see, both coaches, what they have for us at the upcoming season, what they have for us. This game will showcase everything. Definitely. We are going to see everything which the coaches have for us during the upcoming season.
Oh, exactly. So Kamara there on your screens, the likes of Albert Amwa and also Elvis Chepafor and Kwame Poku, you've seen all of them warming up for this particular pulsating action we'll be experiencing this afternoon at the Accra Sports Stadium. So time is fast ticking. We're counting it down. Kickoff will definitely be coming up pretty shortly also. So wherever you're watching us from, make sure you call a friend to call a friend. Stick and stay with us here on GH1 TV. We're expecting Accra Hearts of Oak also to turn on to the pitch now. The boots. So this is what we were talking about. The players and checking their stocks and their boots and whatever it is that they need to get right before the game kicks off. And it's important, Eric. Yeah,
because when they came on the pitch to check the field, you should have known the boot that he will use, not when he got onto the field to play before you check on those things. So I think some people must raise their bar high, in the technical team and all that. Yeah.
Anyway, so this for your information, the likes of Zakaria Fuseini, Francis Aqua, who were all signed from BAWKU Chelsea.
They are starting.
Yeah, they are starting in this particular one, and it's quite an interesting sight. Anyway, Karim Zito has something up his sleeves this afternoon, and I believe that it's going to be an afternoon full of, it's going to be a KG encounter, and it's going to be an end-to-end action afternoon. You're not going to be bored, obviously, because the likes of Francis Aqua, they come in with so much verve and energy. Watching him play for BAWKU Chelsea, and also Aziz Aruna-Dari, who is from Bechem United, alongside Johnson Opong, who all play for Bechem United. I see them in there, and they're definitely going to be involved in this particular one. So yeah, it sets up the tone for a great one, obviously, Eric.
Those new guys, they have a lot to do. Unlike those that have played the season before, they are into gel. We don't know how much they've gelled by now, because the gelling will be the antidote for their performance. But all you know, football has one language. So at all costs, you don't expect them to speak Ga with you or speak Hausa with you before you can perform. Football has its own language, which is a common norm for every player to understand. Because now you need to buy into the coach's philosophy with this game. So if you're able to put up a good show, understand his style of play, his system, everything, then you are good to go for the season.
Yeah, right, so good to go for the season. Eric Bequin says, what are we up for this afternoon? Wherever you're watching us from, these are live pictures coming in from the Accra Sports Stadium. It is the 2025 President's Cup, is the 18th edition, and we're bringing it to you live on GH1 TV as well as BAWKU TV. So make sure you tune in wherever you are. If you're listening to us on radio, we'll be bringing you the commentary live on Kasapa 102.5, Otega and Winter are bringing you that particular commentary. And on Star 103.5 FM also, we're going to be hearing Benghazi, Benjamin Yamwa, as well as Jones Aji there on the commentary side. So pictures there on your screen. We have, Kumasi Asante Kotoko lads feverishly warming up for the particular game. And so we're expecting to see Accra Hearts-of-Oak turn up also to warm up for this particular one. But obviously, we're going to be bringing you a few of the statistics also for you to know, and also the players you should watch out for both sides. Well, so there you have Accra Hearts-of-Oak turning out also in that beautiful, look at the training kits. The warm-up kits. Yeah, beautiful warm-up kits, right? I like the colors and what it brings to our football. We miss these kind of colors sometimes when they are even playing the league.
We don't know them as we speak, so we've seen them now, at least with the names behind it. Because, see, there's a funny thing that goes on within the clubs, where after a season, jerseys that players have wear with their names on it will be covered.
That's it.
Given to a new player to use for training and friendly matches. But at least after every season, a player must have his jerseys to take home, maybe to give to the loved ones or something. But in Ghana here, most teams, they don't do that. They will collect all the jerseys and then reprint the back, which is not professional
at all.
Where we've got the level that, because these jerseys that they are going to use today should be given to them. It's not a jersey that it's an anniversary something, which they need to have the jerseys with them.
And so the name should have been at the back.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, Accra Hearts-of-Oak lads there on your screens are also warming up there. What are we set for? Yeah, so it promises to be quite a cagey encounter, and for the lovers of our own game, they were coming together. I thought maybe we were going to see some powder there, but hey, yeah. So the ways and means and what have you, Accra Hearts-of-Oak, anytime they come up against Kotoko, you heard Bequin also saying it there. But listen, I feel there's a message these players want to send across. Yeah. We are worried here because a few things have not been put in place in terms of their kits, in terms of the jersey numbers, in terms of the names behind the jerseys and what have you. But I believe very well that these lads also are poised for something. They want to send a message out there. They want to give their best also for the whole nation to see that our football is not dead. And for you, the legends, when you get to watch this thing, what does it bring back?
A lot. It brings a lot of, the past, what we used to experience by watching from afar, and you have the chance to be on the pitch now. You need to exhibit that quality. The reason why you were being scouted, this is where you need to showcase it for the fans to know their expectations for the season. So as a player, now it's not about the coach anymore. It's about you, the individual, what you are ready to, exhibit for us to watch. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, there's news trickling in that the place is getting jam-packed now, and so we're just cautioning a few people. If you know you might not get a place to sit because the stands, a few stands have been covered. The place is a no-go area. The military is stationed there. Remember when Ghana took on Chad? They were asked not to go to that stand, the stand that faces the Independence Square, the beach, yeah. So it's been covered. That's where you see a huge banners being covered there. And so, listen, if you can't get into the stands and you can't get a seat, just get home and tune into GH1 TV or BAWKU TV and get to watch the game, because we gather the place, the momentum is picking up, the place is getting filled up. And what have you? Well, so yeah, we'll be listening to Coach Masood Didi Dramani pretty shortly. before that also, let's check out this with regards to the statistics that you need to know coming into this particular one, where as we're bringing it to you live. Okay, so let's hear my colleague Monica Bukari speak to Coach Masud Didi Dramani.
Head coach of the club. What performance and tactics are we looking forward to in today's game?
I think that is so key that we're looking at the energy level, and then we're looking at the effort that comes out, and then we're looking at the performance. I think we're looking at how compact and then how controlling we can be when we have the ball, and how controlling we can be when we don't have the ball.
We also understand that Benjamin Asari will not be in post. We heard he's unwell. Tell us more.
Yeah, he's been down with malaria and then has not trained with the team for the past 1 week, and then he started running just yesterday, which was match day -1.
Now tell us, before I let you go, looking forward to the future, you being the head coach of the club, new season is coming up. What should we expect? Is it going to be a prelims for you to select your new squad ahead of 2026?
I think it's important that you cannot have a house without people. You know, every house needs people. And so we put in the house together in the right ways, and then we're giving everyone the opportunity to show what he has. And then at the end of the day, it's a work in progress.
Thank you very much. We wish you all the very best.
Yeah, Coach Didi Dramani there speaking to my colleague Monica Bukari at the Accra Sports Stadium. Prepared feverishly for that particular one. But just for you to know a few things, let's check out the statistics of a few of the players to watch out for in this particular game. They've turned out, you saw them in their dressing room, the various teams and the various players and what have you. So this is it. Look out for this gentleman in post for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I'm talking about Mohamed Kamara there. He's a goalkeeper. The matches he's played when it comes between he and Accra Hearts of Oak, he's played 2 games so far, and he's kept 2 clean sheets, and he's not considered any goal at all when it comes to playing for Accra Hearts of Oak. So, yeah, there on your screens, Mohamed Kamara. There, what are we to expect? Eric Bequin is all smiles here. So, yeah, Eric, Kamara comes in with good stats against Accra Hearts of Oak.
Sure, because, I mean, playing against Hearts of Oak 2 games with a clean sheet, it shows the kind of quality that he brings on board. So I think it's a good thing. And, you know, both keepers, for now, when it comes to experience, I think the Hearts keeper is ahead.
Okay, let's go over to the Accra Sports Stadium now. Get to Monica as he speaks with Coach Karim Zito.
You know, matches between Kotoko and Hearts is quite different. The excitement, the moment is very different. Look at what is happening today. So you can't compare Dreams FC and Kotoko. You understand me? So Dreams FC against Kotoko is quite different from Kotoko against. But of course, anybody who's going to play a game definitely will like to win. So I come here to win.
Having Coach Didi Dramani as new head coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, does it pose any threat to you coming in charge of Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
Well, he's a very knowledgeable coach, but he will not be on the field, just as our almost all going to be on the field. We have our boys that will display what we told them to do. So I think, yes, he has quality. I also have the quality, but the field will decide.
Will this serve as a preparatory grounds for you heading into the 2025-26 season?
Yes, I think not too much, because we should have gone for some weeks off, but here we are still playing. So I'm even afraid it will eat into, you know, we've qualified for Africa. So if I don't plan well, it will worry me. It's a fact, because we have another champion of champions to play again. So look at it. I've not rested since I took over. So, and then the boys who needed to rest. So, but it has been already arranged. So we have to also make sure that we play, we apply, and then we play.
Right. We wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.
All right, so Monica Bukari there with Coach Karim Zito. You heard him. He says they are not the ones going to be on the pitch to play, obviously, but then what they have thought the boys is what they are going to display on the field of play. So we're looking at the statistics, and Eric Bakwin, you heard Karim Zito, right?
Yeah, I think
and you did say it here.
Yeah, I told you that it's going to be a game for two coaches.
Sure.
Yeah, the one whose trump card will work for the day will surely pick the day. As he said, they are not going to play. The principal actors are the players who are going to, exhibit whatever that they have been taught. So it's up to the players. I quite remember when Bashir Ford will tell you, General, because he has taught you everything on at the training ground. So you just come and then implement it, add yours to make it like it's your bona fide property. But you don't come and do something that you were not being taught. Then it will be an underperformance something. So they need to put up a good game today. Exactly. I really can't wait for the referee to blast his whistle.
Exactly, can't wait for the referee to blast his whistle for the kickoff, Eric Bequin says. But look at this. The Accra Sports Stadium. So when did you see this? Accra had to come up against Kotoko, and the numbers such as these. It's free though, and we're celebrating our republic, and so it's just good to have fun. But then, importantly, it's sending a signal out there to everyone that our football is not dead. People would come to the stadium to watch it
and watch quality.
And watch quality also. So it behooves on these players to give us quality. And obviously you wouldn't get these beautiful pictures coming to you anywhere else apart from here. EIB network, we are excellence in broadcasting. So when it comes to broadcasting, you can count on us to give you nothing but the best. And there on your screens currently, the Navy, they are bringing in the President's Trophy, the President's Cup. As you know, the trophy is going to be presented. Okay, so they are marching in with a trophy. For your information, this is what happens all the time. It's the Ghana Navy that brings the trophy onto the pitch for everybody to see. The trophy is not shown, so it's only shown here for you to see the kind of trophy that is being presented. So yeah, the trophy is going to be ushered in by the Ghana Navy, the parade, and then the trophy follows suit. So a beautiful ceremony it is, obviously, but to celebrate our president and also to celebrate our good football. And these are pictures there from the VVIP section of the Accra Sports Stadium. This is the VIP section of the Accra Sports Stadium, and the Navy band also there trooping in with that beautiful rendition and that march pass. Also, when they get onto the pitch, it should tell you that the time is almost up, because when the trophy is brought, the president will give his speech and then kick off of that particular important duel between these two sides. Is the 2025 President's Cup coming to you live from your various homes on GH1 TV and at Go TV. All right, so yeah, the ladies are also there in their numbers taking shots. Yeah, you can count on them when the ladies show up at events like this. The pictures, I know they have enough bundle also to be sending it on social media, on TikTok, wherever. But follow us also on our social media handles on GH1 TV and on our Go TV to give you nothing but the best also there for today's game. All right, so yeah, let's say kudos to the likes of Ghana League Clubs Association for putting this together in collaboration with the Ministry for Sports and Recreation, headed by Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, and also the chairman for Ghana League Clubs Association, Mr. John Ansa, John Kofi Ansa, putting this together. They are heavily supported by their partners, that is the Ghana Football Association and also the National Sports Authority. They made sure that this particular game is coming your way, and look at the organization and everything. It tells you that we love our football, we love our president, we want to showcase to him that our football is not dead. We want to send a statement out there. He should come and watch our football, he should invest in our football. That is the statement that today we are proposing to the sitting president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who in some few minutes will be joining them at the Accra Sports Stadium for this particular encounter.
Marching onto the pitch, the Ghana Navy Regimental Band. Beautiful display. Making their way to the center of the pitch. The drum major of the parade is able Seaman, first class watching Isaac.
Wow, I was just fascinated about the way the one leading the march pass, what he's throwing, and he throws it and uses his knee to hit it like that. Oh my God!
It's showing that this is football.
Yeah. I mean, this is just beautiful. I mean, these pictures coming to you live on GH1 TV and Go TV, just beautiful, a sight to behold there as we celebrate our republic. So this is to celebrate our Republic Day also, and this ceremony is in honor of the sitting president to watch our beautiful game, and the Ghana Navy there. I mean, beautiful pictures. Where else would you want to see this? Where else would you be if not the Accra Sports Stadium? Then just tune into GH1 TV currently and enjoy this particular one as we bring you live the game between Accra Hearts-of-Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Currently, the Ghana Navy, they are doing this beautiful one there just to let you know that the trophy will be brought soon for you to see what we are in for this afternoon. Eric, anything to say about this particular one?
I'm really enjoying, and then enjoying on GH1. You can see the quality pictures that we are bringing to Ghanaians at home. It makes you feel the euphoria as if you are at the pitch. So, I mean, kudos to your technicians and the good work that they are doing.
Yeah.
They need to be applauded.
Exactly. So everybody on board, making sure that this particular one is brought to you live in your various homes. And also, if you're tuned in Kumasi, you can join us on Ebusia FM, our Can cluster there in Kumasi, or Ultimate FM there in Kumasi, and on Empire FM in Takrade, Go FM there also, bringing you the live game. Make sure you don't tune into any other channel. We're bringing you the commentary when the kickoff starts. So make sure you tune into these channels in your various regions. Empire FM, Go FM, and also we've got Radio 360 in Nkoko. So make sure you stick and stay with us as we bring you this live coverage of the 2025 President's Cup.
The Monday turnout trophy bearer is Able Seaman, second class Lady Dinah. The band is marching with the display of the President's Cup. This is the Ghana Navy Regimental Band with a display. Able Seaman, second class Baby Dinah, carries the beautiful trophy, the President's Cup, the very trophy Hearts-of-Oak and Kotoko will be vying for the next couple of minutes. regular game, then a hunt for the trophy, which will now set the stage for the competition. Beautiful display by the Ghanaian regimental band, with drum major, able seaman first class, watching Isaac, bandmaster, chief petty officer first class, Ahiagbo Jeremy, the band sergeant major, chief petty officer second class, Fully Ernest. The Ghana Navy Regimental Band with patriotic songs on the day Ghanaians meet at Accra Sports Stadium to enjoy football between Hearts of Oak and Kotoko, a celebration of the President of the land, the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Football signifying unity and a common purpose for the people of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana, Accra Sports Stadium. Let's get ready to receive the President of the Republic of Ghana.
All right, gentlemen, wherever you're watching us from, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The first gentleman of the land arriving at the Accra Sports Stadium, and what a sight to behold. The numbers, the man himself, the president, the sitting president, the first gentleman of the land, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, arriving at the Accra Sports Stadium to observe proceedings this evening as Kumasi Asante Kotoko face Accra Hearts of Oak in the President's Cup. Well, so someone was asking me, really, was the president going to come? And I said, really, is that what you're asking me? This is his cup. He's promised to be there, and obviously his turnout and the man and his entourage and everything. Eric, this is what we've been waiting for, and we want to send a statement out there with our football this afternoon.
Sure. I think it has been a very, very beautiful scene so far. From the start, as we started the program till now, everything is well organized. You can see that everything is well organized, and the president himself, the first gentleman of the land, he has shown his face to make the show a great one. So I think after this, we also have to witness quality football.
Exactly.
And then show to the president that Ghana League is not dead, but still we have what it takes to improving on one or two in the game. So that, because we need to see the football as a commodity.
Exactly.
Because it's giving work to the youth. We have to see it that way and then respect it, and then respect contracts of players as well, so that the players that are playing will have that happiness to play for their various clubs. And then you can see the outside, the euphoria, how the cars are trooping in, everywhere is filled to capacity. It speaks a lot. It speaks volume. To our El Clasico, our version of the El Clasico.
Exactly. All right. So currently you're hearing the voice of Benjamin Yamwa, who will be our commentator for this afternoon. And then there on your screen, you see the president and the family there. You see also on the far left, Mr. John Kofi Ansan, who is the chairman for the Ghana League Clubs Association. What a beautiful shot. What a beautiful one, the drone there. And you won't get this anywhere else apart from here. So this is it. We're going over now to the Accra Sports Stadium for the commentary side, as Benjamin Yamwa Benghazi and Jones Azi at the commentary side. Enjoy the first 45 minutes of action. When we come back, we'll talk more.
Goals and maybe penalty shootouts, you never know.
The national anthem. It is the 8th edition of the President's Cup, and tell you what, we just can't wait to get this underway. So the President, together with the Vice President of the GFA, the Chairman for GALCA, Ghana's Sports and Recreation Minister, inspecting the two sides of the fourth officials for this evening's encounter in the President's Cup. So first of all, it will be a crowd of folk, and the lineups will be shown to you in no time. The players who are going to play and do battle for the two teams here today at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Of course, referee Reginald Collins Samuel would be the center referee, and assisted by Kwesi Brobe and Emmanuel Dolagbanu. Of course, fourth referee Charles Bulu in there, and a quickly lineup of both sides. Accra Folk would have goalkeeper Shaibu Sharif. Don't forget that goalkeeper, Black Stars goalkeeper Benjamin Asare is not fit. We understand he's not too well, and that's why some of us will not be able to see him this afternoon. But then he will be replaced by Shaibu Sharif, who is sporting the number 33 JC, and we'll also see the likes of Amankwa Yadom, Kelvin Osei-Sibe, and then of course Imado Amankwa, Ransford Mensah, Kwesi Asma, Raphael Bonsa, Hussein Mohammed, Steven Apiasari, Hamza Issa, and then Mauli Wayo would be in front.
So that's the inspection by the president, dignitaries who are here, the vice chair for the GFA, alongside the chairman for Ogalka, inspecting the players. As you can see on your screens now, the president getting ready for the official kickoff for his cup, the President's Cup. It is in his honor, and obviously he has to be the one to do the kickoff here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Yes, of course, I would really have loved the president to give us a penalty kick, but then of course the official kick, and you can see referee Reginald Collins Amwa would position the ball for, and look at the president asking for clearance, and there you go, 1, 2, 3, the president gives a kick.
And so this officially means that Cup can get underway and we are good to go.
And of course the rivalry between the two ministers, very, very key rivalry we've seen.
The two regional ministers,
yes, the regional ministers
Ashanti
from
and
Greater Accra region, and then of course the Ashanti region. Dr. Mwakuhini has been loud, and of course you can also see Honorable Okulu, who has also promised Hearts of Folk some money if they do win. Well, we'll see how it goes. Promises to be exciting. I can also see the NSA director and the man who takes care of our grass. Yes, green grass. Yes,
So let's run by you the lineup for the two teams playing in this afternoon or evening's encounter live at the Accra Sports Stadium. For coach Masoud Ramani, he's selected or chosen a crack side minus his regular goalkeeper though, and there it is. So Shaibu Sharif is in goal. Emmanuel Amankwa, Ransford Mensah, Konadu Yadom, Kelvin Osei-Sibe, the captain for the evening, Raphael Amponsa, Kwesi Asma, Hussein Mohammed, Hamza Issa, Stephen Apia Asari, and Mauli Wayo are the 11 for Accra for coach by Didi Dramani. Now to the Red Army from Kumasi. In goal for them is a Guinean import, Mohamed Kamara. Captain for the side from Congo, Samba O'Neill, Lord Amoa, Francis Aqua, Zakaria Fuseni makes his debut for the Warriors. Join them from Brikum Chelsea, and is making his debut. Seth Kojo, Patrick Esiedu, Emmanuel Mchize, action as well. Kwame Poku, Albert Amoa, together with the man Amoa, the Kotoko, ready, looking all good. Looking all good for the game. Donning their red jerseys. Beautifully done by the Hope brand, who are the official kick points of Kotoko. So we are live at the Accra Sports Stadium. It is a President's Cup. So Emmanuel Entry, the captain, Samba O'Neill, captain for the evening for the Warriors. And they have the referees in action today.
Yeah, so experienced referee Reginald Collins Samoa would officiate this game, assisted by Kwesi Brobe, Emmanuel Dolagbanu, and then of course fourth referee Charles Bulu in there.
So the referee goes on with a toss to decide which team will kick off and where each team will also defend. And so all is set. Kelvin Osei-Sibe, captain for Hearts of Folk, and Samba O'Neill, both are defenders, and they're leading the charge in the game today.
Of course, you can trace the President's Cup as far as to 1969, where Ebuswa Drafts beat Asante Kotoko by a goal to nothing to be crowned champions of the then Republican Cup, right? Yes, but then it is the 18th edition of the President's Cup. We'll see how it goes, Benghazi. And fans would forgive Hearts of Folk for a poor season if they can go on to win this game.
So all is set for the all-important game here, live at the Accra Sports Stadium. That's the Hearts of Folk team. Ina Habo and Konadu Yadom is the man issuing some instructions for the Phobian club who want to win the trophy they won 2 seasons ago when they beat the Warriors here in Accra to lift that trophy. Last year, though, it was held in Kumasi, and Kotoko lost to Asekimosa from Abidjan or Cote d'Ivoire in Kumasi. The Phobians, as always, in their numbers here. So a minute silence to be observed in honor, obviously, of Portugal international Diogo Jota. So the 2 players, set of players, Kotoko and Hearts of Oak officials, all set. A minute silence. Live, ready for the big kickoff here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Assistant referees are now checking the net to see how good it will be to handle the ball.
Benghazi, of course, you know, it is the first game of Masoudi Dramani, and then he's had a lot to say, especially regarding a legacy, living consistency, showing consistency in the game. And then we'll see the first lineup that he's shown, and the likes of, we see Asma up front, the likes of Hamza Issa, Maoli Wayo, or up front for Accra Hearts of Oak. For Karim Zito, he's had a very good record against Accra Hearts of Oak. Don't forget that when he was with Dreams FC, he didn't lose a game this season against Accra Hearts of Oak. And then when he came here in their last game in the Super Clash, he also made sure that they picked a point, a goalless draw here. So, coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Abdul Karim Zito, has had a good season against Accra Hearts of Oak. Well, this time around, we need a winner. It will not end in a draw. We'll see how it goes, Benghazi.
And so, debut appearances for Zakaria Husseini together with his compatriot in midfield, Seth Kwajo for the Warriors. And there you have the bench for Hearts of Oak, led by Coach Dramani. And for Kotoko as well, led by the big man himself, Karim Abdul Zito, an ex-player himself and now in charge of the fabulous side. Referee, very experienced referee, even though quite young, but very experienced for referee. Reginald Collins Amwa, he is the man for this evening game. Very experienced campaigner, and he is a man for the game. It's not his first, he's been there several times, and he's in there again today, handling the big game between Kotoko and Hearts of Oak here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Right, so we count down to the game, and a big miss for Accra Hearts of Oak.
And we are underway live at the stadium. Hearts of Oak kicking us off. It is a goalie Schwab with a long kick up field. They're going to control the ball in their own half now. Emmanuel Entry looking for the man on the left side. Patrick Esiedu looking for the run. The ball be cleared comfortably there. Beautiful clearance there from Kelvin Osei Esibe.
You need calm heads, Benghazi. You need calm heads when you face the likes of Asante Kotoko, and you can see straight away Asante Kotoko making their intentions very, very known.
Throw in from the left side. Ball picked up by Francis Akwa, the man on the left side of defense for Kotoko in this evening's game. He throws one down. Get the ball back from, ball be cleared easily. That wasn't the best of crosses from Aqua. The Phobians take over the ball now in midfield. Hearts of Oak, player goes and referee says what? An infringement. He says play should go on, and so play does go on.
And we're going to have a lot of this, Benghazi. He was right in front of referee Reginald, and I'm sure he knows what he's doing. We need calmness in this game, and trust me, Kotoko putting their passes together and getting applause from the fans here. Let's see how it goes, Benghazi.
And that will be an infringement in favor of the Porcupine Warriors. That was indeed Patrick Asiedu brought down for an infringement for the Warriors. And they clearly are serving their intentions for
sandwich
this game.
Between two players there.
So the Warriors have the ball in the half now. Samba O'Neill locates his man in midfield, Emmanuel Entry. But his ball to left side is kept in. Akpa heads the ball on. But that connection from Kwampoku wasn't good enough, and out he goes for a throw-in. Kwampoku, you recall, joined the Black Stars team in the London special friendly that was played for the Black Stars. He was in action against Nigeria. They didn't see much action day on that day though. But here he is, leading the lines alongside Albert Tamwa for the Warriors. Goalkeeper Shuab Sharif. He will locate his man, Kunedu Iyadom. into midfield. Now he goes. Rafael Amponsa. The Phobians taking their time on the ball. Kelvin Osei Esibe, the captain. He looks up. That's a beautiful ball. In full. A chance for Hasselhoff already. And Kamara comes out and clears his lines.
Well, the long ball seen there, showing the clear tactics of Coach Masudi Dramani. And Hamza Issa was a second away from kicking that ball, but good goalkeeping from goalkeeper Kamara. Trust me, Hearts of Oak have their plan as well.
Hearts of Oak really are not taking this lying down. They are also giving it a fight. That was a great opportunity there for Hamza Issa. A free kick now for the Phobians. Deep in midfield. The last time the two ties met here at Accra Sports Stadium in the Super Clash. Game ended barren. 0-0 ended. But I'm sure today we'll have to get some goals going.
Obviously, we need some goals, Benghazi. And it is the first time in a while that we've seen a packed stadium here at the Accra Sports Stadium. And thankfully, it's the President's Cup. The President is here. It is a time to make memories. It is a time to create history.
A good one into the box. Headed on a chance for House of Focus to be a goal. And goalie comes out. And Kamara with a beautiful save for the Warriors. Another chance for Hearts of Oak. But Kamara, Mohamed in goal for the Fort Pablos team. Coming out in time and saving it from the foot of Hearts of Oak's man.
Maoli Wayo should have gone down, Benghazi. Maoli Wayo should have gone down. And you know, there's no fear. You never know. It should have been a penalty. But a good goalkeeping once again from Kamara. He's been shown to the test and he's proved worthy. And I feel that enough of him would give Kotoko the needed calmness that they need. But again, Hearts of Oak has shown that the long balls will come into play in this game.
A long ball into the Hearts of Oak half, and the Phobians regain the possession of the ball again. Ball into the Kotoko half. Referee says play should go on, and that's go on. Kotoko with him on entry in midfield. That was a beautiful play from him. He locates his man on the left side. Aqua Francis back to entry. Entry with a diagonal pass across, looking for the run of his man Lord Amwa. Get the ball to Lord, but the linesman's flag has gone up. An infringement in favor of the Phobian club. And the Phobians are coming again. Good ball infield for Hearts of Oak. Hussein Mohammed on the left side he goes, but that was a poor pass. Poor pass from Hussein. Trying to release his man Stephen Apia Asari, but the pass from Hussein was poor. Kelvin Osesibe, as always, no nonsense with a clearance for Accra Hearts of Oak.
Of course, you remember the last time he played against Hearts of Oak, and then of course in Kumasi where he made a mistake. And I mean, overconfidence, as we say, he was overzealous and it went a long way to affect them. He lost that game in the dying embers of that game, but I'm sure that he's ready to lead his side. And talking about goalkeeper Shaibu in post, they missed the services of goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, as I said earlier, and a very experienced campaigner. He's taking the Black Stars #1 spot and made this his own. We hope he will be ready when the Black Stars do play in September.
Hearts of Oak attacking now, but the pass is poor, only locating Kotoko's Emmanuel entry in midfield. He goes back, gets the ball to his man, Seth Kojo. Kojo's ball is good, but headed out by Kunadu Yadom for the Hearts of Oak team on the left side for Hearts of Oak. Pampuk on the ball now, pass is good now. Amwa with a chance, and he could not connect the ball though. Linesman flag is anyway up for offside.
Good play from Kotoko, Benghazi. Great play from Kotoko, and good movements there, but he went a bit too early and offside against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But trust me, Hearts of Oak will need to be very, very careful and leave too many spaces behind. Well, if those spaces are not covered, trust me, Benghazi, they might consider first goal here in the 2025 President's Cup.
That was Albert Tamwa with an opportunity, but he went a shade ahead of the defenders, so offside against him. Kotoko with an infringement though in their own half, and captain Samba O'Neill. He will locate his defensive partner Zakaria Husseini, who joined the Warriors this summer from Brecum Chelsea. Good ball in field now, looking for the run of the striker, but ball be cleared by Hearts of Oak. Emmanuel Amankwa with a clearance, and out it goes for a throw in for Kotoko. Ball thrown in by the Fablo side. Aqua Francis gets the ball to his man Seth Kojo. Kojo goes back, locating his man in defense in Zakaria Husseini. Zakaria now looks for Seth Kojo. Goes in field. Beautiful play from Kojo to his man The ball will break down and the free take over now. Good ball from Hearts of Oak. Kwesi Asma is brought down and referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Oak.
Well, referee will have a word with him, and I'm sure the next time he brings down a player, the next time he is a culprit, we will see a yellow card for the number 10 shirted man for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
And there the man in your short sets. Hearts of Oak with the ball in your own half. Deep in midfield now. Back to Kelvin. Osei Esibe. Esibe will locate Kunadu Iyadom. Iyadom in his own half, taking his time on the ball. Back to Kunadu Iyadom. We've done 8 minutes of action. Still no goal to report on here at the Nations Wembley. Kotoko 0, Hearts of Oak 0. Still back in their own half. Hearts of Oak. Kelvin Osei Esibe, the captain for the evening. Control the ball in his own half, looking for options, very few options. So he looks for Manuel Amankwa on the right side. Amankwa on the ball now for Hearts of Oak. Goes in full now. This could be an opportunity for the Phobians. Taking their time on the ball though. Back to his man on the right side. Kwesi Asma goes in field. But attack will break down. And referee has blown though for an infringement for the Fabulous team.
Gradually they're building up into this game, and you could see that of course the coach would have some words again with the players, and they need to take their time to understand the movement of some of their colleagues there. But then brilliant game so far, Benghazi, 9 minutes of play, and both sides have shown promise.
And that was a beautiful clearance there from Kunadu Iyadom, clearing his lines. Kwame Poku was trying to break loose, but Kunadu Iyadom meeting him and getting the clearance done. Ball in play now for Kotoko. Cross comes in, but ball blocked, and the Phobian club will control. Beautiful clearance, but back to Zakaria Hussein for Kotoko. He's deep in the Hearts of Oak half now. Beautiful pass from him now. Locating his man on the right side. Pass for Peter Asiedu. Asiedu's pass is poor, and Kotoko will lose out on the attack. It's Hearts of Oak now. Counter is on for Hearts of Oak. On the ball now for the Fabulous side of the Phobians. Maulewayo. Cross comes to the chance. Oh my goodness. Hamza Issa was in a hurry.
Benghazi, he had so much space to control that ball, so much space to take his time and make a decision. He went for an early header. Maybe it should have been a diving header, but then the decision making was poor from him.
He had so much time. Hamza Issa had so much time to control the ball and pick a spot. Not a bit of options, if you ask me. Kotoko will try to break into attack, but attack will break down. And it's an infringement though for the Fabulous team. Ball stopped there as Peter Amidou was trying to break loose for the Warriors. Kotoko got the ball in their own half. On the ball is Samba O'Neill. He looks up for the long ball. Sends one outfield now, but out is Shaub or Shuab Sharif, saving it for Hearts of Oak. He rolls one down to midfield now. He locates his man, Rafael Amponsa. Good ball infield from Wayu. Wayu gets the ball to his man on the ball now for Hearts of Oak. Kwesi Asma. Asma on the ball still. He goes infield. He finds his man again now. Hussein with a shot. But he will trickle coolly into the open arms of goalkeeper Kamara Mohammed for Kotoko.
Hearts of Oak are gradually finding their rhythm, Benghazi, and you could see that there is clear understanding from the defense to the midfield. And then yet again another attempt to go, but a poor mistake there and timely clearance from Kunadu.
Kunadu clearing his lines for the Phobians, nearly gifting Kotoko an opportunity. But ball has been cleared and out for a throw-in for the Fabulous team. You're live on GH1 TV. It's the President's Cup, live at Accra Sports Stadium. Two of Ghana's giants in football. Hearts of Oak against Kotoko. Who gets to win this trophy? 11 minutes done in the game. Samba O'Neill controls the ball. Back to Zakaria Husseini. Husseini looks up. Long ball out for looking for Kampoku's run. But straight to the arms of Shuab Sharif, who saves coolly for the Phobian club. Kampoku was a target for that long ball from Zakaria. But Shuab came out in time and saving it for the Phobian club. Rolls one down on the ball now is Kunadu Iyadom. Kunadu Iyadom locates his man on the left side. That is Ransford Mensah. Cross comes in, has been blocked and out for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak.
So the last time they met in the President's Cup in 2023, Hearts of Oak beat Kumasi Asante Kotoko 2023 to be crowned champions of the President's Cup. But then last year, we saw Asek Mimosa coming all the way from Ivory Coast, and they beat Asante Kotoko to win the President's Cup.
So Asante Kotoko will take over now on the left side. Seth Kojo looks for Zakaria, his teammate, and the clearance comes from Zakaria into the house of BAWKU half now. Konadu Yadom. He loses out now. Kampoko on the ball. Kotoko shoots one, and off target it goes from Kampoko. Idea was good. Execution though was poor.
Well, I mean, he wanted to catch a goalkeeper, but then again, Konedu need to be very, very careful. And he was confident, but he was too confident. And then again, another mistake from the defensemen of Accra. So they need to be very, very careful. Trust me, Benghazi.
Konadu Yadom must be very, very careful. Nearly gifting a goal to Kampoko for the Warriors. Long ball to the Kotoko's half. Headed out though by Zakaria Fuseni. Entry Emmanuel, who locates his colleague in midfield. That is Seth Kojo. He turns around beautifully. He finds his man Aqua on the left side. Aqua now locates captain for the side. Samba O'Neil in defense. Samba controls the ball and gets the ball to his man Aqua on the left side again now for Kotoko. He goes infield. He's lucky to have retained the ball there. Looks up, long ball over the top now. A ball be cleared again by captain for Arthur Kelvin Osei Esibe. No nonsense man. A stalwart in defense for Arthur Kelvin Osei Esibe. With a clearance there for the Phobians. Throwing for Kotoko. Ball thrown in by Aqua Francis to Kampoku. Poku gets the ball to his man, Peter Amidou. Amidou are back to midfield now to Seth Kojo. Poor pass from him. And the Phobians take over the ball now. On the left side there go. On the ball now for Arthur Stephen Apia Sari. Apia on the ball. He goes down. Referee has blown for an infringement for Accra.
It's been a fair game so far, Benghazi. A very, very fair game from both sides. But then, of course, Kotoko have had a clear chance so far. Hearts of Oak need to up their game, especially up front with their decision making.
Konadu Yadom on the ball now for Hearts of Oak. He joined the Phobians from Wafa. In midfield. Pass is good to the side now. On the ball is Stephen Apia. Apia trying to go past his man. Can he do that? He does. And referee says pitch gone. And ball will be cleared by Kamara Mohammed in goal for Kotoko. And now it goes for a throw-in.
Ding-dong affair so far, Benghazi. And I told you last time it ended in a draw. Both sides, well, would need this time around to make sure that they go all out and get a win. Because if it ends in a draw, he's going straight for penalties. And this time around, I think that it has been more open as compared to what we've seen in the previous games this season.
So the Phobians again will come into attacking areas. Hearts of Oak on the attack now. Cross comes in. And ball cleared again by Zakaria Fuseni. Out for a throw-in. Looks as though the Phobians are now pushing more men to attacking areas and are dominating at this stage. 17 minutes done in the first half. So goalless here at Accra Sports Stadium. Throw-in. Ball thrown in by Ransford Mensah. Cross comes in from him. But nobody particular as the ball be cleared by the Fabulous team in their own half. Entry Emmanuel in midfield. Looks up. Pass is good. Trying to look to release his man. And that was too strong. Too strong though. And out it goes for a throw-in for Arthur. Ball thrown in by the Phobians. Kelvin Osei Esibe. Esibe on the ball now. He looks at his man in midfield. Kwesi Asma. His pass is good. On the ball now. He's been brought down. Referee will blow for an infringement for Arthur.
One man down, Benghazi, and strength coming into play there. And of course, assistant one was right there to see the action. The player was brought down. Cynical tackle from the left back in there. I think that Hearts of Oak would need a lot of those long balls that we've seen from them. Maoli Wayo will need to come into the game more. There you see the man Masoudi Dramani, former assistant coach of the Black Stars, issuing some instructions there. A very, very experienced manager. He's talked about consistency, how even if he leaves the club, there should be a plan, a pattern that the club should follow. We'll see how his season goes, but it is the first game for him, and a win would do good for Masoudi Dramani.
The Phobians with a free kick. Can they orchestrate the first goal in this afternoon's encounter? Behind the ball for Arthur Folk, Raphael Amponsa. Coming in behind this free kick for Arthur Folk. Can they orchestrate the first goal? Rafael Amponsa is there alongside Hussein Mohammed. A two-man wall has been formed by the Pablos team. And the fans are shouting goal, goal here. Can this be the first goal for the Phobian club? It will be an in-swing guy, comes in a good run, and it's been saved. Flicked over the crossbar by Kamara for a corner kick.
Rafael Amponsa wants to catch the goalkeeper there, and well, is that a cross, is that a shot? Only the goalkeeper would know, and it was a good one. Goalkeeper was up to the task. Another corner kick for Accra Sofo.
Corner kick for the Phobian club. This time round, Ransford will leave it. Corner kick for the Phobians. This will obviously be an in-swinger. It comes in a good one. A long one though, headed back, and ball be cleared. And after goes again for another corner kick. Jones.
Another corner kick, Benghazi. And 20 minutes of play done. The Asante Kotoko have had some good chances. Of course, Accra Sofo some good chances as well. Goalkeeper Kamara called into action. And yes, corner kick quickly take it. Sofo come forward. A chance for Sofo. A shot. A brilliant defending once again, Benghazi.
That was a chance for Sofo. Shot coming in. But it's been cleared and out it goes for throw in for Kotoko, thrown in by Seth Kojo. Kojo will locate a carrier for Husseini. Husseini on the ball to his man Samba. Now Samba locates entry in midfield. Back to Zakaria. Zakaria looks for options and sends it on one throw. It's a very long one. Headed on by Kwame Poku. Cross comes in looking for the man Emmanuel Amoa, but Amoa cannot get to that ball, and ball be cleared by Asofo. Poor touch though, and so out it goes for throw-in. Throw-in for Kotoko. On the ball for the Fabulous side. Kojo set, brought down. Referee has blown for an infringement, so it's an infringement for the Fabulous team. Today, Kotoko are playing with Patrick Asiedu on the right side of midfield. They don't want to play on the left side of defense. Today, he's playing on the right side of midfield for the Warriors. Patrick Asiedu. So, an infringement there for Kotoko. Emmanuel entry. He goes behind his free kick. Kotoko have got men in the box to look for. It comes in a good one. Headed on and missing the post by inches. That was Captain Samba O'Neill coming close for the Warriors here. The in-swinger was good from entry. And a run from Samba O'Neill. He rose majestically, got his head to the ball, but missing the post by some inches.
Benghazi, his jump reminds me of Cristiano Ronaldo, and when he was at Juventus. And of course, you see how he kept his eye on the ball, very, very focused on the ball, and made sure that he got that contact with the ball. It was just by inches, but trust me, it was a good one. And both teams warming up gradually into the game, Ben.
The Phobians will respond. On the right side, they go now. Mawole Wayo on the ball now for Artofo. Can they move, get a movement? Cross comes, a good one. Ball drops. It's a goal. Hamza Issa with the opening goal for Artofo. Brilliant goal by our standards. The man from Aroras, his Mohammed for the Phobian club. Hamza Issa with a brilliant connection after a mistake and a howler from goalie Mohamed Kamara. Hatafok 1, Kotoko 0.
Benghazi, what a gift. What a gift. It is not Boxing Day, but goalkeeper Kamara is out here giving gifts. And the first gift has been given to Hamza Issa on the silver plate. All he needed to do was poke it into the net. It was at his mercy, and there you have it. Look at it, the first goal of the 2025 President's Cup. Oh my, Benghazi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko are in trouble. The fans are up on their feet and singing, be quiet and don't be silly. And I can tell you that Kotoko will need a response quick and enough. If not, they'll leave to Kumasi with a bad song.
And so they will come again now. Patrick Essed on left side for Kotoko. He goes in field though. He locates his man, Seth Kojo, back to Francis Aqua on the left side. To Kojo again now in midfield. They go all the way back into Entry Emmanuel now for Kotoko. Entry will look out for options. A ball headed down. The draws for Amwa. He shoots one. And ball blocked again by the Phobians. In defense, defending resolutely for Accra Asofo. Ball into the Kotoko half though, but connection was poor, and out to go for a throw-in for Kotoko. Ball thrown down by Francis Aqua. Aqua locates Samba O'Neill. He gets the ball to his man. That is Zakaria Husseini on the ball. But attack will break down though. Has to focus on the ball now. He goes in field. Amponsa Rafael is brought down. And referee has blown for an infringement for Accra Asofo.
Benghazi, I was going to talk about the goal again, and of course you see a lot of crosses coming in for Accra Asofo, and this time around one of the crosses fell the way of the goalkeeper. He dashed it out and it was a goal, but then I could count about 7 crosses just in the 26th minute from Accra Asofo, and one of them has been meaningful so far. Kotoko will need to come back strongly. The confidence of Asofo is very up, and I will not be surprised if they make another incursion, Ben.
Let's see if the Phobians can make it to that's the man, the goal scorer for Asofo, Hamza Issa. He joined them from their junior team, Aroras. Got the opening goal here. Ball into the area, a chance again for Asofo, and Kunadu Yadam's connection going out for a goal kick though.
Benghazi, I told you off air that confidence is just like ketchup. When it opens, it just keeps coming, and now you can see Accra Asofo going hard at Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Coach Karim Zito chewing his gum in Ferguson-like style. No, I mean, not perturbed at all. We'll see how it goes for Kotoko.
We'll see how it goes for Kotoko. Kelvin Osei to be on the ball. But he goes back to goalie Shuab Sharif, the man who joined the Phobians from Ashakim in the lower tier. Locating captain for the side again, Kelvin Osei Esibe. Esibe goes in full now. He locates his man, Hussein Mohammed. Hussein goes back. Kwesi Asma now to Kunadu Yadom. Kunadu back to Hussein and back to Shuab Sharif in goal. Kelvin Osei Esibe again to Rafael Amponsa. Amponsa with a long ball. It drops. Alpha is calling. He doesn't come. Referee though blow for an infringement.
Benghazi, determination from Accra Asofo to offset it. Amankwa in there, and poor communication, yes, from Francis Aqua and goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara. He expected the goalkeeper to come out. The goalkeeper, I tell you, is low on confidence right about now, and you could see that it was a ball he could have come out for, but he expected his defender to clear his lines, and nearly they would have sung another song, Benghazi.
Kotoko now will break out, but the ball has been cleared. Ball has been cleared. Asofo on the ball again now. Kelvin Osei Esibe. Long ball into the Kotoko half. And again a mistake from Aqua. Ball thrown down for Asofo. Hamza Issa is brought down though. And an infringement for the Phobian club. Pressure mountain on Kotoko. And the first yellow card flashed in the face of Captain Samba O'Neill of Kotoko for bringing down the marauding Hamza Issa.
Benghazi, Accra Asofo are having a presidential ride. A lot of mistakes we've seen in this game so far. But trust me, the mistake from goalkeeper Kamara has cost them. And another mistake has caused Kumasi Asante Kotoko here. A yellow card flashed to their captain. You need to be very, very careful. Samba O'Neill will need to be very, very careful because another tackle would surely influence it. There you see the goal again. What a gift. What a clear gift. I said it.
It was a terrible mistake from Mohamed Kamara. It was a simple cross, and what should have been a simple save from him, he just could not do it. Gifton Hamza is out of goal.
I remember Coach Karim Zito talking about Onana things when he was with Dreams FC, but then would have substitution and Accra Suffolk Coach Masudi Dramani effective substitution there.
An early one, so Maoli Wayo is going out. That's a quite interesting one. So early on. Is he injured?
Yeah, I'm sure he's injured, and you can tell from his face, not too happy. I'm sure he would have cooked one goal for Accra Suffolk, but then you would have to take an early shower, 30 minutes of play, and a painful one to see a player go at this stage of the game, Benghazi.
Maoli Wayo out, and player coming on is Martin Kakari, mercurial player. Free kick for Accra Suffolk, cross comes on a good one. And Kamara saving, not on the first occasion, but fortunately recovered to save it for Kotoko.
Kamara would need to be very calm. He will need to be very, very calm. He spilled that ball again. Trust me, if there was a Phobian lurking there, would have seen another goal.
Kotoko trying to attack, but ball has been cleared. What will it be? The referee says a corner kick for Kotoko. 30 good minutes played in the first half. The President's Cup is live on GH1 TV, also live on Star FM.
Of course, also live on Ultimate FM in Kumasi and Empire FM at Intercradi Benghazi.
Corner kick for Kotoko. MP Emmanuel. He has meant to look for. Cross comes in, a good one. Headed by Zakaria Husseini, and over the crossbar goes though for a goal kick for Accra Suffolk.
When you get chances like this, Benghazi, you should be aiming for the target. It was a good cross from the right side. All he needed to do was position his header, and he would have goalkeeper Sharif in trouble or on duty, but then he decided to go way over the bar, and that chance goes away for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Lacking direction for a connection from Zakaria Husseini. It was a free header, and he should have done much better. Goal kick taken by Sharif. He locates Kakari. Kakari gets the ball to his men in midfield. Raphael Amponsa controls, taking his time, goes past one Kotoko player. Beautiful play from Raphael Amponsa. Good play from Raphael Amponsa, but a poor pass, and ball be cleared by Kotoko. The referee though has blown an infringement against Kotoko. He swung, it was a swing of arm from Kotoko's player, Lord Amoa.
Benghazi frustration setting in there, and a very, very poor one. You know, as a player, any time you are on the run and you catch an arm in the face, trust me, it is very, very painful. You know, back in my playing days, I can tell you from experience, a very, very painful one it is. And a yellow card flash to Lord Amwa there. So two players of Kotoko.
And they're all defenders.
Yes, and they'll need to be very, very, very careful. Now, another chance for Hearts of Oak. We've seen their improvement, very dangerously. And I must say that Coach Masudi Dramani has done very, very well. Benghazi, I've been impressed. 33 minutes with Accra Suffolk. They know when to go for long balls. They know when to fight their men with short passes. And it has paid off. A mistake coming in and a confirmation of Lord Amwes yellow card there. A chance for Hearts of Oak to get a second goal.
Chance for the Phobians to go for a second goal. Behind the ball, the new man, Martin Kakari, together with Raphael Amponsa. And goalie Kamara will set his wall, his human wall of four men in front of the free kick for Hearts of Oak. Can Raphael Amponsa and Kakari orchestrate a second goal for the Phobian? Let's see. It's Raphael Amponsa, and over the crossbar though, that goes.
Yeah, poor decision making. I'm sure he should have sent in a cross in there. But that's what confidence does to you. Trust me, it elevates your understanding and gives your ability a boost. He wanted to go in for that goal. Maybe a cross would have helped, but then the play continues. They are still in the lead. Hearts of Oak 1, Kotoko 0.
Hearts 1, Kotoko 0. Kotoko on attack now. I said with a throw in, a good one, but ball blocked by Kunedu. The add-on for Hearts of Oak. The Phobians strong and trying to attack. Ball is good, but blocked again by the Caribbean referee. Bring the ball back for an earlier infringement in midfield for Accra Suffolk. That looks like Hussein Mohammed. No, it's Kwesi Asmarada who was impeded by the fabulous player in midfield for an infringement for Suffolk. An infringement on Kwesi Asma. On the ball now is Sharif, who locates Calvin Osei Esibi. Back to Sharif in goal for Suffolk. Sharif looks for options, looks up. He balloons along one outfield, headed on goal. Ball be cleared by Samba O'Neill. He gets the ball to the midfield now. Seth Kwejo, pass is poor, and out to go for a throw-in for Suffolk. The Phobians really in control of this game so far. 35 minutes of action down in the first half. We have 10 more minutes to go in this half, and they have been calmly in control of this game so far. Kunedu Iyadom will locate his man in midfield again. Mercurial Raphael Amponsa. Back to Kunedu Iyadom. Back to Amponsa. Beautiful play for the Phobians. Calvin Osei Esibe on the ball now for Suffolk. He goes in field. Poor pass. And Kotoko take over the ball now. Entry will look for the man on the left side. That is a big man.
Benghazi, and look at the Hearts of Oak fans applauding every tackle, applauding every kick. They are enjoying themselves here. They're having a field day here, and you can just see what a goal does to you. I told you that they are ready to forgive the sins of Accra Suffolk. They are ready to forgive the bad season of Accra Suffolk if they can win the President's Cup for them this afternoon. But so far, it has been good work from Masudi Dramani's men, and temporary hold-up player is down, and high foot. Let's see if Kotoko can get a response, a quick response. They need that quickly before the second half.
So, an infringement there for the fabulous team. And that was Asma. Temporary hold up here. 36 minutes played here. Your thoughts of the whole 35 minutes of action played so far?
Benghazi, it has been exciting. I think that the goal has charged up the atmosphere. And of course, you know, with the president around, why wouldn't you want a goal? It would be good for the president. Now look at the fans there. Look at how the flags are up, waving. You can also see the cameramen. You can see even the kids with the flags. And there, of course, you see the man known for his popular hits, Oh Vera. Yes, D-Black. Just in your shots. Water Kotoko fans, I'm sure, still believe that anything can happen in this game. For now, they are on their seat. They are sitting on nails and pins and tenterhooks. But I believe that a goal or a good reaction from their players would spark some joy from the Porcupine fans.
Can they react? That's an infringement for Kotoko now. Samba O'Neill with a long kick into the half of the calf. Ball headed out by the Phobians. It drops. And Hamza is a controls the ball for Suffolk in midfield. Hamza turns around, he goes down. Referee blows for an infringement for Accra Suffolk. Hamza Issa has been very impressive in the game today. Very calm on the ball, but very, very strong.
Player number 17, Patrick Esielu, out. Player number 12.
Another change there for Kotoko. Kotoko responding with a change. And there it is. We'll update you on who has gone out and who has come in no time.
Patrick Asiedu is out. And we'll see the introduction of Emisa.
Play goes on now. For the corner ball, Bobo has been cleared and out. It goes for, that should be a throw-in for Kotoko. Entry Emmanuel will leave it for Francis Aqua. Francis Aqua on the left side today, operating on the left side. He throws one in now. A good one, flicked on by Asiedu Patrick. But ball will be cleared. Entry on the ball now for Kotoko. He has to go back. He does so. He locates his man, Lord Amwa. Amwa goes in midfield. He goes down. The referee has blown for an infringement. And the fans will protest though. But that is an infringement on a new man. That's Peter Amidurada, who has now switched to the right side of wings for the Fabulous team. So can Kotoko get himself back into this game? We have 6 minutes of action left in the first half. The Phobians up by a goal to 0 in the President's Cup. An infringement it is for Kotoko. Again, entry behind the ball. He has meant to look for in the box for Asafok. Can this be the equalizer here at Accra Sports Stadium? Entry behind his free kick duties for Kotoko. A high line set by the Asafok defense. Referee says hold on. He was up a word or two with Amankwa Emmanuel and Samba O'Neill for the call. So an infringement again. We are set. NP Emmanuel. He goes in a good one, but straight to Sharif Saub in goal for Atofok, who saves coolly for the Phobian club.
Benghazi, Sharif is no Father Christmas. He would not want to spill that ball. He would want to keep a good record, get a good name, and make Black Stars goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, who I'm sure is watching this game, he would want to make him proud there, and a good goalkeeping from Sharif.
Ball in play, Hatofok in midfield. Beautiful play from Rafael. He gets the ball to his man. Good ball, but ball be cleared by Kotoko. But to nobody particular as the Phobians are back on the ball now. And Ponsan Rafael been so impressed with him today in the game for Hatofok.
Because it seems Hatofok are everywhere. It looks like Hatofok players have about 20 players because they're making every run, and anytime the ball is found, you'll see a player off across the folk there. Kotoko will need to up their game.
Good ball over the top now. On the ball now is the big man himself. Albert Tamwa with a chance. He shoots one. And it's been blocked by Captain Calvin Osayasibe. That was Albert Amwa with a shot. A ball again goes in field. Headed out by Kwenedo Yadom. Kotoko come again now. Peter Amidou. Back to Peter Amidou again on the right side. Amidou goes back to his man. Amidou Peter. Oh, poor pass. And they will lose out. On the ball for the Phobian club now is Kwesi Asma. Play goes on to the referee. Kotoko with a poor pass. What is this?
I told you it's a day of gifts, Benghazi. And temporary holder player is down. But again, I've been so impressed with this game, and of course, how Hatofok have handled this game with the understanding they've shown, how the crosses have been sent to, the movements of the players has been excellent so far. I'm sure those listening and watching as the fans of Hatofok would be happy with what they've witnessed so far. But then for Kotoko, they need to up their game. It has been a lot of mistakes, miscommunication. And look at the fans up waving their flags, dancing to tunes from the supporters here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
And there the slow ball of the chance for Kram. That's Albert Amwa. Going past his man, Amankwa slipping.
Oh la la, Benghazi.
He had a chance, a shot from him. Look at that. That was visual defending from Calvin Osayasibe, putting his body on the line and blocking that shot from Albert Amoa.
Good work from Kelvin. Great work. He has shown, just like the last time he played Kotoko at the Babaya Sports Stadium. We hope this time he ends it very well. No mistakes from Kelvin.
Don't forget, he was the man who ensured the Hearts left the stadium in Kumasi last season with just one goal, but play resumed. So let's continue the action here. Out the ball, go for a throw-in. Far cross or four. And referee
Masudi Dramani in his blue shirt issuing instructions on the touchline.
And there the game starts again now. Kotoko trying to initiate an attack. Peter Amidou looking for Amoa. The ball be cleared by the Phobians on the left side. It's Ransford Mensah. Ball in full be cleared now by Kamara. Kamara, I'm sure, will not want to make any mistake again. The Phobians on the ball now. A chance for Asofok. Good run. Ball steps in there, chance still, and Kamara comes out, and this time around
he makes amends, Benghazi. Kamara makes amends, but then again, great play from Accra Suffolk. Look at them again, going in for every tackle, going in for every ball, and so much passion for Accra Suffolk. Someone would say that they've taken this President's Cup as a World Cup, and they have the ball again, Benghazi.
They indeed have taken the President's Cup as a World Cup, as was said by new coach Dramani. Put up on the ball though, Apia. He locates this man, Peter Amidou. Back to Emmanuel Apia. Apia's pass is good, but attack will break down for Kotoko, and the Phobian take over now.
Great play from Hearts of Oak so far, Benghazi.
Kotoko the chance now. Amo on the ball now. He goes in field. Look at this man, Kampoku. His pass though cut out by the Phobian defense. And that was a chance for Kotoko. Attack is out. We'll do 3 minutes over the time here. 3 minutes of additional time added by the fourth referee. Kotoko on the ball again. Oh, poor pass from the midfield. And another poor pass from Hasselhoff, and Kamara will control fully for the Phobian.
Too many mistakes from the Porcupine Warriors, and I think that is one thing that Coach Karim Zito would be looking to repair when they get to the dressing room. And they've had some spaces. I mean, they could have gone on and scored the first goal in the early part of the game, but then a lot of mistakes from them, and yet again we see Kotoko failing to find their men with the right passes.
Samba O'Neill with the ball in his own half. Samba to the right side, he goes to Lord Amwa. Amwa goes in for beautiful flick, and ball declared over by the Phobians. Beautiful play from him. Wow, great play for Suffolk. Not giving any inch to Kotoko in the game today. Kotoko again will come again through, but that's Emmanuel Entry. Entry now locates Zakaria Husseini, and that was a poor pass out.
Yeah, he does locate him, but outside the pitch. And Kotoko, as I said earlier, they have shown some good signs. They have the quality, but then I think that Accra Suffolk have shown so much passion in this game. They want the ball more. They show that they want the President's Cup more, and indeed they are goal up.
They are a goal up in the game here. Hearts of Oak still with the ball. Oh, brilliant play from Ampon Sarafel again. He finds someone quite Emmanuel. Ball cleared by Kelvin Osei Sibe to the corner half. Ball drops, and Samba O'Neill is pressed to that ball. He gets the ball in full, flicked on, but nobody there. It's Amankwa for Hearts of Oak. Amankwa with a poor pass. And Aqua Penrook releases this man, Amoa. The ball declared by Kelvin Osei Sibe once again.
Kelvin Osei Sibe should join the Army Benghazi. He has so much passion, and he reminds me of one no-nonsense defender I used to play with back in the day. And look at him again, conceding. Is that a corner kick?
Looks like a corner kick with seconds action left here at Accra Sports Stadium. The Phobians consider corner kick against the Fabulous Lads. Can they hold on? Or the Fabulous Lads will have a response later on in the first half.
Well, the fans are screaming, go, go, go.
Let's see. In swinger comes in a good one. Headed out. But first to the ball is Lord Amwa for Kotoko. Cross comes again, a 4-1. And it's been cleared by House of Folk. And referee has blown for the end of the first half here. And House of Folk will end the first half. We are noticing in front. That goal from Hamza Issa. The difference in this afternoon's encounter here at Accra Sports Stadium. To end of play, first half scores here. House of Folk 1, Kotoko 0.
Good game, Benghazi. I think that the fans here would be very, very appreciative of how the game has turned up. Well, we'll see what both coaches would employ during the halftime break, and we expect more goals in the second half, Benghazi.
Sure. But it's all fun here at Accra Sports Stadium. It's halftime though, but watch out for something special.
All right, so after 45 minutes of pulsating action, it is Accra Hearts of Oak who are up by a long goal. Ketsi Hamza Isa in the 24th minute, ensuring that the Phobians, they've sent that, shimmers the spines of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Well, they could not release those porcupine, spikes there this afternoon at the Accra Sports Stadium. So it is 1-0 currently at the Accra Sports Stadium. I've still got in studio with me Eric BAWKU, a former Kumasi Asante Kotoko striker, a prolific one during his days. He can't sit, he can't just sit. Watching the game, in the commentary here behind the scenes before we even came on. Yeah, so currently on your screens, the man is yet to perform. The dancehall king, they call him Shatta Wale, is set to perform for the president and also to grace this occasion. It's halftime, and then that 24-minute goal, Ketsi Hamza Isa. BAWKU, let me bring you in here before we join them Shatta Wale's performance. For you, you were not too happy with, seeing how Zito was playing the laterals in the first half. Yeah,
I think before even the game started, I was telling you about playing those two guys at the same time. It seems he's playing only two wingers without a striker.
Sure. Because
most of the time when the body are going on attack, always those two supposed strikers are always on the wings. So there's no any center man, to spearhead the attack. The apex, they don't have anybody there. They rather have it at the lower parts to play. And that doesn't make it more prolific, scoring chances to come. And the chance that came for Kwame Poku, that is where as a striker you need to show that composure. Because when you get into the 18, you are a king now. Whoever touches you is a penalty. So why are you in a rush? That is where you have to exercise extra patience. And also, looking at the gelling that I was telling you earlier on, that it is going to play a vital role in this particular game. Because blending with the new and then the old is another problem altogether.
That's true.
And that is what is, showing in referee blew the whistle for halftime. Somebody who is leading is jogging into the dressing room. And you are down, you are walking as if nothing is at stake.
Yeah.
You need to show character. See, every 50-50 balls that the Hearts players, when they won it.
That's true.
This is not that about football that we are coming to play here. Every trophy in between these two clubs is a special trophy.
Yeah.
So that was, I was saying that this one game can make you and not make you at the same time. And that is what is showing. Because this ball, if Kwame Poku should have gotten patience and then composure, look, nobody was following you.
And his head was down.
It was down. So how? Because as a striker, when you push one ball, you raise your head to see where you are facing.
That's true.
And even our strikers are still playing short into the man. Look at Amwa's ball, the one that the defender blocked. He's standing in front of you and you are shooting the ball. He's not transparent.
That's true.
For you to shoot through him. And then even scoring, placing, we just pass ball into the net. We don't shoot. So you should have taken your time and buried the ball at the right position at the right time.
Yeah, so on your screens currently, he's taking the center stage now. Let's go over to the Accra Sports Stadium and enjoy Shatta Wale as he performs during the halftime.
I just want to say a big shout out. His Excellency President Mahama. Everybody says Smiling Mafia. I said Mahama is the Smiling Mafia. Make I a champion. Yeah, shouts to my grandfather Kofi Aban. I know you guys are here. Shouts to the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports. I love you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new in Ghana, this is the Ghana's most wanted artist and African dancehall king. Make I hear pam pam pam. MDK. You know, I came here to just let you know, this is a beautiful country. Ghana is a lovely place. I know you guys are supporting Shatta Wale, but the same way I want you to support the government, because the government have good things for us. Even though you are a youth in Ghana, this year, to the next 4 years when they will vote, say we go make money fucking. Cry. 10 years, baby. Take what's rightfully mine. But on the line, you don't know me. I said, listen, you got on your duku. Someone I can't. We like to shoot you. One bullet, I say, Kale, you go make you poo-poo. Hey. On the bicycle. So and I'm famous like Mali and the Willa. Hey. I know the kids ask, fuck all your favors. Everybody stadium. We have no order. Hey. You don't go be show me nothing. Bring us, I go bring my daddy. On God, we have promised. You go be there, you if you don't know, you for us, stop rushing. This thing to the city, rushing. On God, we have promised. Don't tell me that yes, you don't stop me. I am the news, and I'll make you keep talking. How many years you want to block me? I'm like the hell, you don't fit catch me. This fucking beats me, I play out. Make I take fuck out some sellouts. They be hungry, beats me, I stay out. I day America, come fight me here now. Hey, so you know this is a big one love me. You know this say I didn't live in luxury. We know all of you, you'll be hungry for this industry. Everybody say. Oh God, I promise. You go be there, you have that day. If you don't know, you for us, stop rushing. This is to the scene in rushing. Oh God, me, I promise. Hey. Sabotage, they try sabotage. I know be your pop, don't give me God. Agenda, everyday agenda. $5K for just my cigar. All of you know the hustlers. You don't get out the pinch, better change your mattress. Send who you want, send, I go party them. Check my records, me, I know the lines. I know the and they repeat, I know the industry boy. So anything with me, I say, I know they watch TV or radio. I say, fuck everybody. Thank you. Right, Ghana, give me that for Shatta Wale. Right. Let me say a massive thank you to Corporate Ghana for helping put this together. Wind Energy, Kotoko, BAWKU, Luckiest, NPA, Haptel Ghana, PhD.
For Instagram,
All right, so Shatta Wale there with those performances. Listen, I mean, that's what he told you. He said he's the most wanted artist in Ghana. And on your screens currently, former Black Stars players and technical handlers or currently of the Black Stars there, John Pentil, Fatal Dauda. Remember, these are legends when it comes to the senior national team, the Black Stars. They've seen it all, and they are currently on the technical team of the Black Stars, all in their numbers there at the Accra Sports Stadium. And is 1-0 currently. If you're just joining us, is Accra Hearts of Oak leading Kumasi Asante Kotoko Ketsi. The 24th minute goal there scored by Hamza Issa in that particular first half. I'm still here in the studios with Eric BAWKU. He used to score loads of goals for Kotoko, but unfortunately for him today, his side is down by a lone goal in the first half already. So, yeah, Shatta Wale's performance, Eric.
Shatta.
I hear you saying he's a spirit.
Oh, he's a spirit. that guy is a spirit, seriously, because you can see how he's commanding the fans.
Yeah.
And that makes you superior. That makes you, I mean, you are on top. Look at how the crowd were following. I mean, how he was dealing with them. He was making justice to the sound.
Sure.
And then even the president himself, even videoing it.
You understand?
It tells you how Shatta is the King Kong of this country.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good.
And we need those King Kongs in Kotoko, right?
Yeah, but you see, one thing that I'm just observing is Kotoko lacked commander on the field in this particular game.
That's true.
And these are some of the games that is game for the men. Players like Justice Blay, I will always mention his name because since he came to Kotoko, I haven't seen him flop in any match. He's always having a bar. He has set a bar to himself that always he makes sure that he hit that bar. And for now, bringing in new boys and starting them is another problem altogether. Though the handlers know what the system or the ideology behind what they are doing, but for we sitting back, if we are to also come in with our assessment, I would say they should have been introduced gradually so that they can gel well. Because I stated this in the beginning that it will be a game of two coaches, not the players.
That's true.
And that is what is going on. You see how they were all on their feet, trying to command from the back. If it's for the players alone, like the coaches will have sat down and then watch from afar. But you can see that the two coaches are playing the game at the touchline, commanding, giving instructions to them. Although they've done this at the training sessions and all that, but still, you know, we are human and you need to be reminded of what transpired during the training grounds and all that. And that is what I think they are all investing in it to get the results. If this is how Kotoko is going to play at the second half, by not winning all the duels, all the 50-50 balls, they are losing it to the House of Folk players. And that makes them superior on the day. So it's hard time they come back and play like they are playing Kotoko and Has. Because for all you know, most of them, when they are playing against Kotoko during their time with their clubs, they play like they are playing Champions League final.
That's true. That's true.
Now here is the hour. Come and showcase what made us to sign you. So that is where the scouting side comes in. Because you cannot just watch a player for one game and then you said, I'm going for him. How long have you studied the player? How is his consistency level for his former club? How does he play? So per all this, you calculate it together, then you can get the best out of the player.
Would we be quick also to say that most of these players do not get the needed orientation when they are introduced into clubs, like traditional clubs like Kotoko?
Yeah, I think even Graham said it earlier on that sometimes, you know, we in Europe and all those places, they used to bring their former players to come and have interaction with their players, the position that you are playing. They need to have interactions with you, let you know the team, and be well educated on even the jersey that you are about to wear and all that. But for here, it's not like that. Do they even have a museum whereby when players come, they will be introduced? This is a player who was playing your position. So as you are coming, you need to come and work extra and then beat this record. I quite remember when I was in Kotoko, and Opokwe Free used to tease me that the late, may he so rest in perfect peace. He used to tease me that he's the only player who has scored hat-trick for Kotoko.
Yeah.
So I should break that record. I was scoring brace 2-2-2-2. So until we came to Kumasi, that was under floodlights when we were playing against Olympics, that I scored my hat-trick. Even after scoring the hat-trick, he told me that now we are head-to-head.
Yeah.
So
you're still not beating him.
Yeah, I'm not beating him yet. So I should try and score 4, then he will know that I've beat his record. But at the end of the day, these are all some motivational talks that helps you as a player. But as we speak, there's no any old player who is even talking to them. Letting them know the velocity of the team that they are playing. And it's a bad thing. Okay. We just throw them at the scene for them to play without giving them the right orientation, like you are saying.
Sure. So, what's your prediction in the second half? We need to go over right now to the stadium.
I think the way the House of Folk players are winning all the duels, the 50-50 balls, it will be very, very difficult for Kotoko to come into the game. If they want to come to the party, then they must be very aggressive not rough, but hard. They should show that they have come to the party. But for now, they are just behind the gate and they are watching the party. They need to come to the party itself. Yeah.
Exactly. So you heard from Eric Bequin there. He says Kotoko should come to the party. And what's the story going to be like in the next 45 minutes? Let's enjoy it. It's 1-0 currently. It's Accra Hearts of Folk who are leading by a lone goal, Ketsi Hamza's goal. Let's check out how the second half pans out.
Massive thank you to the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, led by the Honorable Kofi Adam, the National Sports Authority. Ghana Tourism Authority for putting this beautiful event. In a few minutes, the second 45 man of the game will commence. Is it going to be hands of fuck? Hands of fans, where are you? Is it going to be hands of fuck? Meet you. Is it going to be hands of fuck?
DJ Legend.
Is it going to be Kotoko? Is it going to be Kotoko? I don't know. And one form. Enjoy the second football.
Can't see what your mind done. Talk too much, me don't like them. See me with my people, you for stand firm. Know a couple people back in cancer. Can't put your mind done. Keep the circle tight, man, person. No new friends, that's the anthem. That's the anthem. That's the anthem. The anthem. The anthem. The anthem.
Substitution for Hanako. Number 5, Calvin Osei out. In his place, David Opon Afane, number 46.
Second half action just about to kickstart here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Substitution effected by Accra Suffolk captain Calvin Osei SCB has been replaced by David Opon Afrane. And second half underway at Accra Sports Stadium. Already the Kotoko team attacking the Phobian side. So Suffolk with the ball in their own half now. And long ball upfield will be cleared by the Porcupine Warriors, and out it goes for the first throw-in for the second half. Live commentary and live coverage on Star FM as well as Ultimate FM and Empire FM in Takoradi. But we are live on GH1 TV. Throwing for Artifact, picked by the man on the right side, Ibon Amankwa. Amankwa gets the ball back from his colleague. Amankwa on the ball still. He goes in field to the man who has been so impressive. Runs Rafael and Ponsai goes in now. For us, who with a chance now. Has to put when the ball still shot comes in, and unfortunately, poor one from Hussein Mohammed. His shot flying over the upright.
And a very, very ambitious one. But then again, Hearts of Oak clearly showing their intent. No time or no reason to defend. Going hard at Kotoko. And the substitution there from Masudi Dramani, I'm not sure that one was because of injury. But then Kelvin Osei Ace out would also see now David Opon Afrani in. A chance for him to get into the good books of Coach Masudi Dramani. Don't forget that apart from it being the President's Cup, it is a chance for some of these players to show the reason why they would still be at their various clubs next season. So I'm saying that, see, Kotoko have shown good comeback this season. They have been one of the clubs who have gone to go down this season and come back strongly to go on to win. So let's see how it turns out.
Let's see if the Fabulous team can respond. We've done just under 2 minutes of action in the second half, and it still remains Hearts of Folk 1, Kotoko 0. Kotoko with a run. Peter Amidou brought down to, so an infringement for Kotoko. And that was Emmanuel Amankwa bringing down Peter Amidou, who has switched flanks again to the left side for the Fabulous team. Coach Zito's men will have to recover from conceding an early goal in the first half. Samba only with a connection, and referee has blown though for an infringement against Kotoko. That was Samba O'Neill jumping and connecting that shot, but in that process, he also fouled Kakari Martin off a Hearts of Folk. So an infringement, and goalkeeper for Hearts of Folk, Shuab Sharif.
Sharif has done so well. I mean, he's not faced any serious danger, but then he's been calm, and trust me,
the referee will warn him, no time wasting. No time wasting warning there issued to the goalie for Hearts of Folk. Ball in the area of Hearts of Folk. Now shot comes in. Hamza Issa, I'm sure, was dreaming of a second goal for Hearts of Folk, but that shot was poor. The referee though had blown for an infringement for Kotoko. Ball affected by Kamara, goalie for Kotoko. There are 2 balls on the pitch, but play does go on. Kotoko with the ball in their own half. On the ball now is Zakaria Fuseni. The only young Kotoko came 2 weeks ago and already making his debut. And wow. Amwa slipped.
And yes, the ball. An unintentional control there. And one for the cameras. One that would go a long way for people to talk about. But then Hearts of Folk have the ball now.
But that will lose out, and again Kotoko coming again now. Aqua Francis on the left side. He locates Peter Amidou. Amidou on the ball on the left side. Can he go past his man? He tries it. He does enter the box, but ball will be cleared now by the Phobians, but to nobody but Zakaria Fuseni for Kotoko. Zakaria controls and finds Samba O'Neill. O'Neill on the ball now into the Phobian half. MP looking for the run of Amwa. Controls with his chest, but straight to the Phobian defense line and cleared by Konedu for Artefo. Kotoko with the ball again through captain Samba O'Neill. O'Neill locates his colleague in defense, saying Zakaria Fuseni. Fuseni now to midfield. He finds his man Set Kaju. Back to Zakaria Fuseni. Now to captain Samba O'Neill. Always very composed on the ball. O'Neill back on the ball again. He now finds his man in midfield in Set Kaju. Trying to locate a run from Kopnao BAWKU, and he has been fouled. Has been fouled by the Phobian defense. The new man who just came on for Hearts of Folk.
David Opong Afrani going straight for the captain Amban there, leading his team. I'm sure it was a tactical change